Welcome back to Your Voice. One of today's leading voices in the global nonviolence movement, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, brought together crowds of people coming together for this very cause. Let's go to Dag Hammarskjöld Plaza in New York City to join in on all the action. We'll catch up with those attending and hear their thoughts on the nonviolence movement.
Well, I believe very strongly in the nonviolent movement, and I saw Sri Sri, I guess about 2.5 years ago in Queens, and I was very interested in what he had to say and the meditation techniques. So I'm just here now as an observer to find out more info and to see him.
And we go to a lot of protests together. We try and make changes in the world. So she invited me along. She thought I might be interested.
What kind of changes you guys want?
I feel like there's inequality in the world, women's rights, justice for people who can't speak up for themselves, and those sorts of things we're really involved in New York City.
Right.
This is something we're interested in.
This is an event from Art of Living, and this is called a non-VIO event. And based on what's going on in US, Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar from Art of Living is going to talk about how non-violence can bring so much of happiness and peace to the entire world. There's no seat for violence in this country, and there's no need for a violence, and that's what is going to happen. All of them are here. A lot of people going to come, and it's going all over the US. Gurudev has been spreading this message, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, and please, definitely, everyone should stand up for non-violence.
Well, I've been involved with Art of Living for over 10 years, and for all that time, they've been totally committed to non-violence. This is not something new, and it's so great that we're celebrating it with lots of other people today in front of the UN. I'm really excited.
14th of July, we have 10 million crime every year in the United States. And this event, it's called non-violent event. It's very, very big movement to bring awareness to people that people will be not violent, and please make more non-violent actions in your life. So our life will be very nice, very beautiful, will be shiny for everybody here.
My name's Harinam Singh Khalsa. I'm at this event for nonviolence for peace today. I'm just curious what they're going to do. Certainly, I am a real advocate on the whole peace movement, and I wanted to just see what was going on. No more, no less.
We'll now have a one-on-one chat with Sri Sri Ravi Shankar as he tells us more about his mission around the world.
You know, non-violence is a universal principle. This is the 5th country I'm touring after India. I was in Germany, Slovenia, Croatia, now here. What is most important is to make people aware of the amount of violence that's happening. Here in USA, there are 10 million acts of violence every year. 10 million cases of violence. And I thought we need to counter this with a billion act of non-violence and make people take this to their heart, you know, become aware of the violent things that's happening, especially what happened in Connecticut, that school shootout. It's terrible, you know. People don't feel safe sending their children to the schools.
Also in Gurudwara also here.
In Gurudwara, same thing happened in Gurudwara. People go to worship in a peaceful place, and then someone comes with a gun and shoots them. So it is time that we need to raise the voice of non-violence.
So how could I reduce this thing?
This is what we are doing now. We are giving number of options for people. You know, anyone who is engaged in a violent act, he is either a victim of some sort of rage or anger. We have to relieve him of his problem. Inside every culprit, there is a victim crying for help. We have to identify that. Second is intoxicants. People under the influence of drug and alcohol, they go and do crime which they regret later. So there are many ways, and there are many NGOs who are working in this line. Now is the time we all come together as a consolidate all our acts together and make it really big, give a momentum to this, this principle of non-violence. And we have got such encouraging results.
Guruji, nowadays we can see in here the younger are going, they are involving with the non-violence thing. So could you tell us, especially our Sahara people, Sahara young viewers, so how they can...
Young people are much intelligent, you know. They see life from a broader perspective. They enjoy all that they have enjoyed in a short span of life, so they aspire for some higher good for everybody. So young people are taking interest in a better society, better world. So because they inherit this world, and we can't give this world in a bad shape to them. You know, I would invite every one of you, every single citizen of this planet to join hand and let us resolve all our conflicts as much as possible through mutual cooperation, coordinating our acts, you know. Please don't worry, especially youngsters. I am with you, Art of Living is with you. We'll all together see a beautiful world, a world free of stress and violence. That's my dream, and join me in my dream, and let's all together make the world a better place to live. Thank you.
It is my esteemed and sincere honor.
As the program gets started, what better way to get into it than with freedom fighter Mahatma Gandhi's most beloved devotional song, Vaishnav Janto. Shri Ravi Shankar then spoke to all in attendance as they listened fervently.
We're all here for a very, very, very important launch today, right? Yes. Launching 1 billion acts of non-violence. See, in our country here, there are 10 million acts of violence happening every year. We can't go on like this. If we just leave it to itself like this, it may multiply to become 1 billion acts of violence. There will be nowhere. Our kids deserve a safe world, a safe society. And it's our responsibility to bring that safety in society. I was just thinking, why violence is there? You know, I came up with some 5 points on which violence comes up. First is rage and stress. Stress is the first cause of violence. You know, if someone is stressed, the way they act is not peaceful. It's violent. Stress and rage is the first cause of violence. The second cause of violence is greed and jealousy. Do you agree with me? Yes. Greed and jealousy causes violence. And the third cause of violence is wrong indoctrination. Wrong indoctrination of politics or religion. The third cause of violence. And the fourth cause of violence is intoxication, drugs, intoxication. People are not even aware what they are doing. They act in such a manner that causes harm to others. And the fifth is entertainment. People kill for entertainment. If there are sixth cause, you please think and tell me too. There is one more. We can generally categorize violence in these 5 categories, and we need to counter each one of them. Each one of them. Sixth could be to satisfy one's carnal instinct, sex violence, sex abuse, where you are not bothered about the other person, you are only there to gratify yourself. You can add this as the 6th one. If there is a 7th one, please tell me. We need to counter these 6 areas of violence. How can we do that? We have to begin from where we are. We need to look into our mind. Can we calm our mind down? Can we accept the person as they are? Can we take a vow of acts of non-violence? Stretching our hand first. As the previous speakers who shared here so beautifully said, just stop and say hello to somebody. The barriers that we build between us should just come down. We deserve a stress-free and violence-free society. I often say, a violence-free society, disease-free body, confusion-free mind, inhibition or prejudice-free intellect, trauma-free memory, and sorrow-free soul is the birthright of every individual. We need to protect them all. So we need to work towards a violence-free society.
The hopes of Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and so many others still live on through events like these. It's time for just one more short break, but we'll be right back, so stay tuned.